Judge, you should vote for the proposition because African Americans' chances of success have been hurt through centuries of slavery, 60 years of Jim Crow laws and segregation, along with decades of racist housing policies, zoning, and community development which continue in today's society. My plan serves to give money back to African Americans who deserve these reparations after years of racism through $250,000 in free pre-K and free college at public universities. Results of this plan could mean leveling poverty levels among the races, raising our country's GDP, higher high school and college graduation rates for African Americans, more African Americans not just in the workforce, but in prominent jobs in the workforce. And even if all African Americans were to waste these reparations, they are entitled to the opportunity it would give them. Not to mention that the U.S., by doing this, sets a great precedent that countries should be making up for past wrongdoings, and this is how the world should progress. Now, as for why I shouldn't lose this debate, first off, my opponent conceded 3 arguments, so you can assume my plan will result in decreased segregation, money will help African Americans get out of poverty, and all African Americans are entitled to reparations. Moving on, my opponent stated that I said the military was okay, which I blatantly didn't say. I stated that our country is still doing okay, which in terms of what he was talking about, which was the fall of our country, yes, we are doing okay. You can go back in my second speech and check this. Secondly, my opponent once again is putting words in my mouth. I implore you as the judge to go back in my second video and find where I said we need to assume the money from the budget will be taken over time. I never said this. My opponent stated my plan would cost $10.4 billion, and with the defense budget being $600 billion, my plan was always going to be 0.016% of the budget. I never changed that. Lastly, my opponent's point that my plan would actually cost $10.4 trillion, although correct, should not be considered. He was the person who stated the plan would cost $10.4 billion originally in his opposition opening speech, and I rebutted his argument based off of this premise. I simply don't have enough time to fairly rebut this newfound information that he dropped his opposition rebuttal speech, and because he brought this upon so late in the debate, it shouldn't be considered. Thank you. With that, I rest my case. Thank you to the judge and my opponent for a great debate.